Let's have a quick break to talk about those wonderful people at Happy Mammoth. You'll have heard me talking previously about Hormone Harmony, the supplement that helps women maintain optimal hormone levels, with over 50,000 glowing reviews from women worldwide, and 98% saying they'd recommend it to friends and family. Well, now you can take those results even further by pairing it with their prebiotic collagen protein, which helps restore gut lining integrity, promoting overall hormonal balance. It helps to relieve occasional bloating or gas, reduce sugar cravings, and help you feel satisfied longer. It helps support healthy, sustainable weight management, boost energy, and help stabilize mood swings. Because your gut directly affects your hormones, improving your gut health can amplify your hormone harmony results, so you can feel like yourself again. A friend of mine was struggling with occasional digestive issues and brain fog, and since adding prebiotic collagen protein, she's noticed a real lift in her energy and overall well-being. Happy Mammoth is dedicated to making women's lives easier, and that means using only science-backed ingredients that have been proven to work for women. They make no compromise when it comes to quality, and it shows. And right now, you can try prebiotic collagen protein and hormone harmony risk-free and get 15% off your entire first order with code DARKParanormal at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code DARKParanormal for 15% off today. Personally, I can find it really hard to focus, and as a non-drinker, I can also find it tricky to try and wind down. And how you go about finding your personal vibe is your individual choice. Do you know there's a 100% American farm-grown online cannabis company that ships federally legal THC direct to your door? And they found a way to combine THC with carefully selected functional ingredients so they can target nearly every mood and health concern you can think of. I'm talking about Mood.com's incredible line of functional gummies. And our listeners get 20% off their first order at Mood.com with the promo code DARKParanormal. Forget one-size-fits-all supplements that just get you high. Mood gummies are optimized so it can take as little as 15 minutes to take you to the mood you desire, like the Mind Magic gummies for creativity and focus, or PMS support to ease cramps and balance mood swings. And there's a plethora of other gummies for you to find your perfect mood. These days we all know gummies just to get high can be bought from just about anywhere, but Mood have changed the game by combining premium federally legal THC with targeted botanicals to help you get in the perfect mood in as little as 15 minutes with no dispensary lines or no awkward conversations, just better days and nights delivered discreetly to your door. Best of all, not only is every mood product backed by a 100-day satisfaction guarantee, as mentioned, our listeners can get 20% off their first order by entering the promo code DARKParanormal. So go to Mood.com and find the functional gummy that matches exactly what you're looking for, and let Mood find your perfect mood. And don't forget to enter the promo code DARKParanormal for 20% off. Not all of our minisodes need to be from listeners. In fact, places or lesser-known cases can sometimes take us to dark realms. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Dark Realms. Forgive the throat, I'm just getting over a bit of a cold at the moment, and hopefully it doesn't affect your listening experience too much. Now, a huge thank you to everyone who's been reaching out with your experiences, with your suggestions, and with some really nice positive feedback that we've received in regards to getting right to the story moving forward. Of course, episode 1 was a bit longer than usual for an introduction, but we were trying to lay out what we were planning to do. Today's Dark Realm has been suggested by one of you wonderful listeners. Now, just to reconfirm a few things, submission-wise in regards to your personal experiences, we always want to receive them. I've received emails asking, are we still taking experiences? The answer is eternally yes. Either click the link in the show notes or go to thedarkparanormal.com and click Submit My Experience. If you have a suggestion for Dark Realms, you can just email that directly to contact@thedarkparanormal.com. And finally, a huge thank you to our Patrons who keep this show going, literally. If you want to become a Patreon, you can see the link in the show notes. Come and join our wonderful community and find out why I genuinely believe it's the best paranormal place online anywhere. Now, you may recall I said Dark Realms is starting to change to add things to look at, such as mysterious creatures, legends, myths, etc. but only ones that seem to have some sort of credence. But we're not going there just yet, because this dark realm features arguably one of the most terrifying descriptions, or at least names, of an entity I think I've encountered. And again, as with everything I find very interesting and very real, that part is very short. And I am genuinely bewildered in my own belief system how this shortness equals validity equation has come around. But it has. Maybe it's through reading the amount of submissions that we do receive. But either way, make yourself a nice warm autumnal drink, take yourself a well-deserved break, and join me as we step foot into the dark realm, which is Hill View Manor of Pennsylvania. In the heart of Newcastle, Pennsylvania, stands a building that refuses to rest. Hill View Manor began its life in 1926 as the Lawrence County Poorhouse, a refuge for the destitute, the elderly, and the mentally ill. It was a place where the unwanted went to fade away, or were sent to be forgotten. And it is there where these poor unfortunates lived out their final days. Locals still whisper that the site was built upon sacred ground. As tropey as this sounds, it's believed a Native American burial site was disturbed by the progress. Whether truth or hearsay, that rumour clings to the building like the chill that seeps from its stone walls. Under its first superintendents, Perry and Mary Snyder, the institution soon gained a dark reputation. You see, death came often, be it through illness, despair, or tragedy. It's said that the Snyders themselves would bury bodies in unmarked graves so to hide the number of dead, even continuing to claim funds for residents who had long since passed. For decades, Hill View was a place of hopelessness. By the time the facility was reformed into a nursing home and renamed Hill View Manor, the damage was already done. It's believed tens of thousands had lived and died within its walls. When it finally closed its doors in 2004, few believed that the souls inside had truly left. Today, we'll look at three entities said to dominate Hill View's haunting, each more sinister than the last. And first, we will take a look at Angelo, the tormented soul of the second floor. Angelo once lived on the second floor of Hill View Manor in the 1930s. He was a reserved kind, sad, a figure overshadowed by the daily suffering of the institution. In 1939, his life ended in that same hallway, found hanging in a bathroom. An apparent suicide that left the staff unsettled, though later accounts suggest he may have been abused or neglected before his death. A whisper of injustice that seems to still stick. Today, his ghost is said to remain in what's known as Angelo's Hall. The corridor itself shifts in tone. Some evenings the lights dim, a door slams, the mood becomes heavy with sorrow. One medium carrying out an investigation in that hallway entered the bathroom and said, "I feel very sick in here," like someone had him before he died. Visitors have reported that the air seems to freeze around them, and a sense of being watched presses down on their shoulders. For me, what makes Angelo's presence particularly chilling is how it's described how the sorrow manifests in physical sensations. One tour guide described how he felt a cold hand brush the back of my neck, though when he turned around, clearly there was no one behind him. Others report hearing faint crying and the scraping of a chair being dragged across the floor, when no chair was moved. The effect is so lingering that some investigators now refuse to enter that wing after dark, describing it as a pressure in the chest, a grief that is not yours, but you carry it wholeheartedly. Angelo's sad, trapped spirit seems to be a residual haunting, replaying in almost a stone-tape theory way his final moments for eternity. Or maybe his final hope for rescue that never came. And this makes any encounter with him both deeply emotional and deeply unsettling. Next, we'll take a look into Eli, the angry spirit of the boiler room. Beneath the manor, in the furnace and boiler room, dwells Eli. He was a Finnish immigrant, a maintenance man in life, known to drink heavily. Christmas Eve 1934, he was found outside in the snow, unconscious. He was dragged inside to that boiler room in the hopes of reviving him with warmth. But he died on that cold concrete floor. In life, a hard worker. In death, a wrathful guardian of his old domain. The countdown is on, holiday shopping season is officially here, and Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds you won't see anywhere else. Don't wait, because the most meaningful gifts get scooped up fast, and now's the perfect time to cross those names off your list. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high-quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. Many are crafted by independent artists, small businesses, making every gift feel meaningful and truly one of a kind. I've just seen this amazing handmade wooden gramophone speaker for your smartphone, and I'm really tempted just to click buy for me. But Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. Mums and dads, kids and teens, book lovers, history buffs, avid gardeners. You'll find thousands of new gift ideas that you won't find anywhere else. And when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Of course, many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. And remember, with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a non-profit partner of your choice. And they've donated over $3.1 million to date. So don't wait, cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/darkparanormal. That's uncommongoods.com/darkparanormal for 15% off. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Today's episode of The Dark Paranormal is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Companies and affiliates' potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations. You know, this holiday season, comfort isn't about finding more hustle, it's about slowing down, finding calm amidst the chaos, and creating a home that truly restores you. And that's where Avocado Green Mattress comes in, because you can create your own natural holiday oasis, because Avocado transforms your home into a peaceful, grounding retreat, with their products made with certified organic and sustainably sourced materials. From breathable bedding to handcrafted mattresses, Avocado is all about true comfort. So you can rest, recharge, and wake up refreshed all season long. Every Avocado product is thoughtfully made with the planet and you in mind, and you can feel good about the comfort and quality that you're bringing into your home. And there are easy financing options with a firm to make your purchase more accessible. Prioritize rest and recharge with Avocado's organic comfort. Head to avocadogreenmattress.com today to create your natural oasis and save big during their holiday sale. Avocado, dream of better. The spirit of Eli The angry wraith said to patrol those subterranean chambers with invisible irritation has led to visitors reporting low growls, sudden bangs, tools clattering although no one or no tools are there. A recorded EVP captured a voice growling, "Get out." And those present said it was less like a warning and more like an ultimatum. An investigator recalled, "I felt him right behind me. A man's breath on my neck, hot, quick, angry, and close." Eli's haunting is different from Angelo's sorrow. It's active. It's seemingly sentient, confrontational, territorial. Women in particular report being pinched, having their hair pulled in the basement. One team had a stone flung across the floor at them, although there was no one there to throw it. The guides say the boiler room is so unpredictable that even seasoned ghost hunters hesitate. One described the lights flickering violently. The temperature dropped in an instant, and the smell of burning oil suddenly appeared and dissipated. Eli's presence feels like the lingering rage of a man who died suddenly, unfairly, and now stays behind to issue his own form of justice. If you venture into the deep rooms of Hill View, you may find Eli ready, willing, and certainly able to ensure you do not venture through those rooms unchallenged. And finally, and for me at least, the most terrifying of them all, even if just by title, we have Jeffrey, the demon disguised as a child. So the darkest of the three, in my opinion, Jeffrey, appears as a young boy who loves toy cars and baseball. He seems benign at first. Guests even leave small toys in his room. They speak of a ball rolling across a hallway by itself. But the legend warns, if you see Jeffrey's full apparition, death will soon follow. Nurses throughout earlier decades reportedly would see a young boy at a patient's bedside. The patient would be dead within 24 hours. Thus, his presence became a portent of the end. Those out there who are familiar with the term psychopomp may think Jeffrey's not a demon and just a psychopomp. For example, the Grim Reaper is a psychopomp in Western lore, but there are several spiritual guides to take you to the next life, so to speak. However, beyond the toy box small child guise sits a far more sinister energy and entity. One investigators call the Creeper. In the very same zone tied to Jeffrey, witnesses describe a crawling, inky black figure slithering across walls and ceilings. Its limbs contorted, its eyes glow in the gloom. One investigator said, "It suddenly dropped from the ceiling and came towards us. It wasn't human, we ran." Another added, "That thing knows you. It watches. It feeds on your fear." The prevalent theory is that Jeffrey's innocent childlike form is bait, and once you bite, the demon reveals itself and strikes. Encounters with this entity have reportedly driven seasoned teams to abandon investigations, equipment, and all. One group captured a video of the ball moving, heard giggles, then moments later, a guttural breathing behind them, although they were stood against a wall. Another visitor said she felt a face at the window staring at her despite there being no window on that wall. The dread there is palpable. Jeffrey begins with childhood mischief, but ends with a predator's hunger. This entity doesn't just haunt, it hunts. And the fact that toys, laughter, and innocence mask something clearly malevolent only deepens the terror. Amongst all of the spirits of Hill View, this one, Little Jeffrey, is said to be the most dangerous. Though the building finally closed in 2004, Hillview Manor has found a new lease of life as a place of pilgrimage for the curious and the brave. The owners now host overnight investigations, guided ghost tours, and allow visitors to wander those same halls where terror and despair once reigned. Inside, some of the rooms are preserved almost as shrines to the former residents. As mentioned, people, in regard to Jeffrey and the fact he's a small child, still leave toys as tributes to him. But for every tribute, there are new tales. Lights flickering on their own, whispered voices caught on recorders, dark figures at the end of a hallway. Of course, it will never be as famous or as well known as its vocational cousin Waverly Hills, but Hillview Manor remains a monument to the forgotten, and a home to the restless. And of course, thanks to its new owners, the doors are now open for you to step inside, to go and see those spirits waiting for you. And who knows, maybe you will become entwined in the fabric of this story that seemingly never wants to end. And if you do visit, I genuinely hope you don't become part of this dark realm. So until next time, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in our next Dark Realm.